have the metadata of senators and members of Congress been collected?
I'm not aware of any way that that they're scrubbed out of the database. So whatever databases exist, I don't know why your phone calls would be screened out. We haven't heard any evidence. I'm not aware of any evidence that that screening out happens.
Time,
My
gentleman has
expired.
expired. The chair recognizes the gentleman from California, Mr. Issa, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Following up on that, the gentlelady's question was, do you collect? Your answer apparently is yes, you do, because you scrub everything. Is that correct?
To me,
you take
yes. In terms of whether members of Congress records are collected, first of all, the names are not listed. It's based on phone numbers.
Well, no, but the simple question, 202, 225, and 4 digits, do you collect it?
At this point, I'm not the U.S. government, and maybe that's...
Okay, Mr. Cole, do you collect 202, 225, and 4 digits afterwards?
Without going specifically, probably we do, Congressman.
So, separation of powers, this is another branch. You gather the logs of members of the House and Senate in their official calls, including calls to James Rosen. Is that right?
We're not allowed to look at any of those, however, unless we make a reasonable, articulable suspicion finding that that number is associated with a terrorist organization. So while they may be in the database, we can't look at any of those numbers under the court order without violating the court order.
Well, speaking of court orders, Mr. Rosen, is he in fact a criminal?
Is he in fact a criminal?
Well, the Attorney General had said that James Rosen, Fox reporter, you know, there was a wiretap placed on his family, he and his family, correct? And this was...
No, there was not a wiretap, sir.
There wasn't? I'm sorry, you collected personal emails. Let me get it correct. There was a warrant for warrant for personal emails, but there was also they wiretapped his family. Let me rephrase that. Let me go on, and I'll come back to that because I want to make sure I get the terminology right. Do you screen executive branch numbers?
We don't screen any numbers as far as...
So you collect all numbers. The President's phone call log record is in the NSA database?
I believe every phone number that is with the providers that get those orders comes in under the scope of that order.
Would you get back to us for the record as to whether all phone calls of the executive branch, including the President, are in those logs?
Be happy to get that back to you, Congressman.
Okay. Especially if he calls Chancellor Merkel, it'd be good to know.